Hello boys and girls, my name is M13 and I'm going to talk to you about the pros and cons of buying either a motorcycle or a scooter. I'm guessing you were checking out this video because you're trying to decide on which to buy. You want to buy two-wheeled transport, am I right? And you don't know which to buy. Which is odd because you'd think you'd have a strong preference for one or the other, unless you're intelligent. And if you're intelligent and you actually give it some thought. Like, you'd think most unintelligent people would just go straight for the motorcycle because it's cooler, alright? So they wouldn't even, oh, motorcycle's cooler, I'll get that. But the more intelligent people should actually take the time and to figure out which is actually better. Is this guy gonna go? Or is he gonna wait for the light? I got the cops right behind me, so I should wait. Well, they're not behind me anymore, are they? That guy's turning. So yeah, but if you're giving it some thought, let's just get on with the actual comparison. I'm on a motorcycle right now, and what a motorcycle is, for the most part, it's a toy. It's a luxury vehicle. I think a motorcycle, you can use it for day-to-day transport, for commuting to work and whatnot, but it's not practical for these kind of things. But when you're young, practical doesn't really matter that much. And when I was young, all I ever rode was my motorcycle. If it was pouring rain, and I had a car, when I lived back in Canada, I had a car and a motorcycle. And even if it was like pouring rain outside, I'd still take my motorcycle over my car. Why not? Motorcycle is fun, and you only live once, right? Right. But now that I'm not young anymore, you need a kickstart, lady? Yeah, but now that my youth is, he's saying go, 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 and the car's like, no, you can go. Yeah, go, man. You're the boss, man. Like a boss. You tell him how to go. Tell us to fuck off. Say, fucking stop. And if we don't stop, kick the bike over as I go by you, old man. That's what you gotta do. You got the fucking orange stick. There you go. See? I gave him respect, he gave me respect back. That's how respect works. And then I do a wheelie. Well, I got some wheel lift. Well, the front tire got lighter. No, actually, I think it came off the ground. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell sometimes. For those of you who don't know, I don't know how to wheel. It's one of my greatest shames in life. That and the fact I'm like this long when hard. But that's not neither here nor there. Yeah, so what we're talking about, scooters and motorcycles. Yeah, so motorcycles, it's all about it's about the cool and it's about the fun. And if you're young, yeah, go for the motorcycle, to be honest. Yeah, sure. But if you've got a few years on you, I'm like 28 now, I think. I'm maybe a little bit older than that. If you've got a few years on you, then you need to think a bit more about what's useful and practical, and you don't care as much about fun. And yeah, and well, let's put it this way. I own 3 scooters and a motorcycle. And this motorcycle, I haven't used it in the last 3 weeks. Or at least. I haven't used it in over 3 weeks. And all 3 of my scooters I use, all 3 of my scooters I use almost daily. So motorcycle, haven't touched it in about a month. Scooters, 3 different scooters get ridden on a regular basis. Why? Because I have a bigger scooter, like that one right there, that I use to go far distances. And then I have a little 50cc scooter, like the 2 over there with the green license plates, that designates 50cc, that I use to just ride around my house, go shopping, take the dogs for a walk, go to 7-Eleven. Yeah. Can you imagine using, like I can't imagine using this just to go to 7-Eleven if it's like 4 blocks away or something anymore. But I used to do it when I was young, like when I was 18 years old, 20 years old. Sure, I'd take the motorcycle everywhere. I use it, it makes more sense to use a motorcycle in the car because the car is, if you're going somewhere close to home, right? But it makes even more sense to use like a bicycle or a walk for that matter. We're all a bunch of lazy fucks, aren't we? But like, yeah, so like this 50cc right here, I actually use this. If I don't have to go to work, then that's the scooter that I use the majority of my time. That's actually the scooter I'm gonna go check on right now. Anyways, yeah. So for practicality, I'm trying to check out the chicks here. For practicality, it has to be scooter. It's For 95% of situations and destinations, a scooter is the correct choice, and you know, it's the realistic correct choice. But if you don't care about realistic, if you don't care about correct, if you don't care about practical, then yeah, if you're just in it for the fun, then rather obviously get the motorcycle, because the motorcycles, that's fun is what they're all about. I just had some fun on this motorcycle. I'm not going to upload it to YouTube because I was having a bit too much fun. It'll be on my private channel. But yeah, so I'm just you know, there's so many people, like, especially I do Taiwan. I have a tour company. It's kind of just started. We've done one tour so far, and we tour the island of Taiwan, and we do it on scooters. And I get so many people saying, "Why scooters? Why scooters? Why not motorcycles?" And it's like, if I was doing motorcycles, no one would ask why. But that's the time when they should be asking why, because, like, as I've said before, scooters are they're much more practical, reliable. They're even more reliable, believe it or not. My scooter has something like, my big scooter has like 80,000 kilometers on it, never had a problem. This thing has like 40,000 kilometers on it, and it's had the odd minor problem. Like, scooters are, yeah. And then you come into costs, right? There's a lot of people that say, oh, I'm going to buy a motorcycle or something to save on gas. But motorcycles are pretty cost heavy when it comes to repairs and replacement parts and tires and stuff. 2 tires for a motorcycle I'm going to go in this lane. 2 tires for a motorcycle will cost just as much as 4 tires for a car. And 2 tires for a scooter cost nothing. They're like comparable to like bicycle tires. I'm exaggerating, but you get the point. Anyways, so that's my that's one video of a few where I compare motorcycles to scooters. Pretty fucking sure I was here before that guy.